Good morning. This is our team. We are discussing the group discussion about damaging of floods over the Vijayawada. As we seen that between the last 10 days, during the floods, the Vijayawada has been overflowed heavy water. This might be reasons for the changing of environmental.
This is the third time of the overflow in the floods in Vijayawada. Due to over encroachment of lands surrounding Krishna, this is the main reason for overflows because if the land is surrounding river, it stops the event. But due to nowadays the encroachment of land is very high, so because of that main reason, the river of Krishna floods over to the village. But we can say that the previous government built a retaining wall around it, so it it protects a lot of people, but not property.
As a humans, we have to survive the who are suffering for the floods. We have to give raise a funds. Our government is not raising funds nowadays, but they are all collecting tax with us. The government is very lazy, we can say. And nowadays, the cine industries and cine actors are providing some more funds to the people. This is a very good habit. On we can say that.
As you said that the people in the Vijayawada are struggling a lot. That my brother has been staying in Vijayawada now. He's saying that he is updating everything that they are unable to go outside for even their food. The government, even the government providing food for everything. Even the drinking water is also not available, so that we need to take some actions in our colleges or something to raise funds for providing Vijayawada. And we need to save the Vijayawada peoples, are not only Vijayawada but the areas which has been underwater in the nearby Vijayawada.
Because of floods, there are so many people are suffered. They have no food and shelter. They have no shelter, and so many animals are died in this flood. In these floods, so by this incident, we can say that we cannot prevent the natural disaster, but we can control it by build returning walls. So we cannot identify it come 2 days later. So we can prepare for every action from from local villages. We raise funds, we raise shelter, food to help many people because so many lots shelter, food, clothes. So we have to help them.
Yeah, yeah, as you said that we need to be you provide places for the lakes and rivers. It mean that we need not to be construct any buildings over by or nearby the rivers. It may help us to save our life. I think it might be very good thing.
The,
Maybe our government also very lazy. We can protect or we can say rallies on our sides because they are not able to do this also. So we have to interact with the government or we have to say our MLAs or any MPs. We can interact with them and for our side we have to raise some funds.
Yeah, yeah. See, as you said that as many of we are paying taxes for everything, but no government has been taken any action regarding during these floods for providing food or shelter those who are suffering in the water. So that we need to raise our voice further, and we need to fight for the people who are suffering underwater. As a human being, we need to be help for them.
the return wall saves so many lives.
Yeah, as you said that the return wall which has been constructed has been saved so many. One part of the Vijayawada, one part has been underwater, but due to the return wall which has been constructed by last government, it has saved the has one part of Vijayawada.
We can say, but we can say that it is already happened. So we have to focus on future, but doesn't report it incident another time. So we have to prepare for natural disasters like floods. So we have to prepare for future generations also. Yes.
As you said that we need to be we need to be ready for which has been what will come the natural disaster. We may not be think or we may not be predicted, So that we need to ready everything for that, so that we need to save our environment, and we need to save our life. As I concluding that, we need to raise some funds for providing of Vijayawada peoples, and we need to help them as we can do, and we need to save our environment, but for reducing of these natural disasters. Thank you. Good morning to one and all. This is the team three. We are discussing the group discussion about damaging of floods of over the Vijayawada. As we seen that recently the natural disaster which has been occurred in the Vijayawada, this due to this the Vijayawada is under the water. The peoples who are in the Vijayawada are struggling so much for their food and shelter.
As a human beings, we have to survive our friends or our neighbors. We have to survive any food and other things. They are not able to come outside, even their home outside, even the outside of home. So
We can say that due to encroachment, the floods are heavily in the villages. In nearby Krishna River, so much sand is encroachment. Due to that is very important to building. So many politicians are corrupted that surrounding land. So the one of the reason for overfloods is due to the encroachment.
So many people are hungry, died by animals.
The people in Vijayawada are suffering with food and they have less sleep, and the return wall saves so many lives, and the cine actors like donated some amounts and to helpful the people.
As you said that this is the third time which the natural disaster has been occurred, and due to the written one which has been constructed by the last government has saved the one of the part of the Vijayawada, and it might be very useful wall which has been constructed, and we need to raise some fund for helping our friends the enemies as
Yes, sir. We have to prepare for future investments. Like in Japan, they are ready for water forces. Like we have to encourage that forces.
People are suffering food and water.
The floods are coming to Vijayawada because the Krishna River is overflow. The gates are damaged to overflow the water, and so many people are suffering.
as you say, we can't stop the floods or we can't stop the water. And further, we have to construct uh, a small ponds or small lakes which the water can't stop there. The water will flow through the lands. Then the people will save. And further, we have to no disturbance on in if any floods or any lakes will go overflow.
As you said, as you all said that all the things are right, but we need to raise our voice for, against the government, because in the government no one is ready to help the who are struggling in the water. Some of the peoples are receiving the food and water, but many of the peoples are underwater. Even they can't go outside for food,
By
water.
God's grace, the jet rate is very small, so but the property is very damaged. So we have to help them to recover their strength. The normal life, the day-to-day life is, but we can say that for up to 1 month, the livelihood is very damaged.
Yes, Saker says the government is very lazy because they are all collecting taxes even in very small things also they are collecting taxes, but they are not put refunds on these types of things.
Yeah, as you said, so that we need to raise our voice against that, and we need to provide some funds for the people who are struggling in the water, and we need to provide some food and water for them.
As we conclude that as a human beings we have to survive our neighbors and we have to
Try to protect.
Protect our nature, and also we need to ready for facing of these type of natural disasters which may occur in future, so that we need to save our environment for reducing these type of natural disasters. Thank you.
Have a discussion.
Hello everyone, good morning. My name is Kaivalya and these are my friends. Now we are here to conduct a group discussion on damage of floods on Vijayawada. Vijayawada is a beautiful city where everyone lives. There are many beautiful places, but due to these heavy rains, nowadays we are facing heavy rain, so the city is.
Yes, Kaivalya. Nowadays, before 4 days to we are also seeing heavy rains are from the.
Yes, Kaivalya. Due to floods over Vijayawada in this side of Krishna River, so very effect on Vijayawada because of heavy due to rains.
Yes, many people are facing many problems due to these floods. So everyone should uh, come forward and help the people in serving foods, and they should manage all things.
Yes, Kaivalya, you are right. So many people helps to in Vijayawada peoples, and not only Vijayawada, Hyderabad are also facing these many problems because of weather. These floods are coming from weather. Weather environmental is not balancing. That's why so many times floods are coming. It is um, it is warning to us, and we are all responsible for that. We are all take responsible and maintain the environment balance, and we are all educated and responsible to that. Yes, of course, but Hyderabad is not as much as Vijayawada when compared to Vijayawada. But Vijayawada, the Krishna River is flowing very highly, and it touches the bridge also, and the water flow is very more. So all houses are dipped into the water. They are yes, Leila. There are many people facing many problems, but we can't blame anyone because it is a God's action. So we have to responsible. Yes, like Amni said that we have to responsible for the weather changes because we are the main reason for changing the weather by using all the chemicals and fuels.
Mainly
So,
cutting trees.
yes. So we are all more. Everyone is reason to climate changes, and because our environmental changes, our regular actions are to take environmental floods, and this is one. Um, this most floods to Vijayawada, and also in the Krishna rivers is damaged, uh, flowing back, and also in that time is also four boats are coming to was river, and there is another damage of the barriers. So maybe it is more damage to Vijayawada, and also other villages is also some people are suffering without food, shelter. So this is our responsibility to balance our environment and give the good environment to the next generation. So this is everyone's responsibility.
Yes, even government has planned many camps in Vijayawada to take care of the people.
Not only government, so many celebrities are giving to the money to the
Donate the money
donate
to
the
the-
money to. You are all see that in social media. Um, so we have to thank them also. Yes. Not only Vijayawada, so in any of time you are also facing the same situation. Uh,
Yes, in further again we are getting another cyclone. So we all should pray for Vijayawada.
so we concluded this as just take care of yourselves, Vijayawada.
Hi everyone, this is team 3. Now we talking about the discussion group discussion. Uh, in recent times, Vijayawada has been affecting on the floods. So many buildings and businesses are stopped and buildings are destroyed and damaged. And for the standing of the water, so many diseases are coming to the people and they didn't have that to drink or eating food, and also most of the most of the people didn't damage because of the last government YS Jagannath Reddy built a retaining wall to over the Vijayawada, and so much of. I agree with him. There are many losses. The people over the Vijayawada have lost their lives because of these floods, and everyone there are facing many problems. Like they can't go anywhere. They also can't buy anything. Recently, I saw one video in Instagram that the people who are coming and giving the food packets. They are demanding for 1,500 rupees for giving one milk packet. And also for
As you said that even the government also not taking any action regarding that food, shelter, or medicine to them, so that we need to provide some of the food or else fund for them.
As you say, the government is lazy, but there are some boat owners are traveling from one place to another place by taking more amount.
Most amount. And also government delivered the food with the helicopter. They throw the food over the helicopter in water.
Yeah, but we can say that the property is very damaged, but by God's grace, the that rate is very small. So we, by due to the retaining wall, so the previous government built that is very important to that is very important. So, but the property loss, but we can record that. But if the debt rate is increased, we cannot resolve. So by God's grace, because of the floods there, the people can't see the where the pit holes and the road damages are there. There are many chances that people can be disappeared, and bridges also destroyed, and and traveling from another district to for communication also very damaged, so we cannot communicate that through mobile phones, through landlines. So by so many areas communication is very damaged. So government should do it first. They have to communicate what they have to do. Electricity also not. In the news, I have listened that 40% of the Vijayawada has under the water.
Yeah. As you said that the railway and the roadway are also damaged so much that it has been reconstructed within time for providing such a help to them, and providing food for them and medicine is such a we need to provide that thing.
As a responsible citizens, we have to donate from our side to Vijayawada, and rescue people are more activated. We have to force the future also, so we have to build more retaining walls around the Krishna River. So in future, if again the flood will happen, the debt rate is reduced, I think. So we have to force the future.
The main
also.
reason for this type of natural resources are that we are damaging our environment, and this might be the one reason for the.
And also, this government is looking to this Vijayawada as the capital. I think these days.
Yeah.
How we dislike Vijayawada, how we get that capital. Once think it, and we have to responsible for to send our feedback to
very increased due to rapidly, so it is the main reason for overflow of the Krishna River.
As we conclude that, as a human being, we have to survive our neighbors, and further we have to build some, as you say, any walls. Further, the water is not stored at some places; it can flow on. Then the people have no.
The most because of the pollution. That's that.
Thank you.